Hi everyone, and welcome to the innovation tech community. Today we are connecting the copilot power with our experts speaker, the Sujithkumar,
Pradap, you're there. Sure. So I think there's some network issue for the host. We will be back. He'll be back in soon. A minute. Welcome, guys. If you haven't, if you know, no, if you could give your name and from where are you connected, that will really help me to understand. Okay, to which all members I'm talking in your chat.
Sorry, guys. So I have an
Ah,
issue with the network connection. Yeah.
yeah,
So hi
sure.
everyone, and welcome to the innovation tech community. And today we are conducting the third episode. Copilot power, the boosting power pages creating. Right? So today's world, the Copilot is everywhere. So we have to know the lots of information about the Copilot power with our expert speaker, the Sukumaran from the CGA, amazing events. And so I'm very much excited about this Copilot power. And Sujit, are you ready to showcase in front of yours our viewers? And I'm at the back end. So if you have any queries related to the Copilot power and everything, so feel free to drop
Uh-huh.
your queries. And yeah, so let's get started, Sujit.
Hi, welcome everybody. Welcome. Thank you, Pradap, and the community to give me an access to present myself about this topic. By the way, how was my session? Okay, I thought of asking this question end of my session, but I'm asking this question beforehand. Probably, one thing when we are doing it in virtual. Um, what happened is I'm talking to some members. I am not really know what's their expressions. So a lot of time it would be really helpful for me and for you guys if we share comments. Um,
Yeah.
so if you don't mind, if you can put your name, and sometimes in between my session I will ask some comment to put. Please put it here so that I will try to make it more interactive, more fun in between. But I want a small request from you guys. You also help me to put some comments and your questions, all those kind of in the chat. So I'm looking at the chat always. What's happening? Right. Okay. Let me share my slide.
Yes, please.
Is it my screen visible, Pratap?
Yes, 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 yes. Yeah,
Yes.
that's there you go.
All right. Okay. So myself, Sujit. I am an architect. Sometimes I can say I will be a solution designer. Sometimes I'll go for speaking whenever I'm getting time. And it's like uh, what I can say. It's now at this point of time, I'm trying to become a teacher for you guys, or maybe a discussion with you guys. So it's like playing multiple role. Um, in this case, today um, we are going to um, one second. Pratap, I'm getting too much echo behind. Uh, one second. Um, I think there's some problem. I said there was some echo. Sorry, guys. Let me reshare it. All right. So as I mentioned, let's chat together. And whenever you have any kind of comments or discussion points, please put it on the chat. So it will be easy for me to talk to you guys according to that. Mainly, before going to this, how many of you guys really worked in Power Pages, or Power Pages, and how many of you know Copilot? If you know both, just put comments like PPCO, because I know Power Platform and Copilot. Otherwise, just a Power Platform or Power Pages alone. You can put that, and if we Copilot, yeah, just put CEO. Otherwise, you don't know, you put N in your chat. So this will help me to construct my presentation according to your knowledge as well. So anyways, I'll wait for your comments. Meanwhile, um, can I talk about Power Platform little? What actually Power Platform it was? So around 15 to I think 2002 or 2003, when we were working in software. I mean, when I was in a small company, there we were doing software development, and that time this website designers like a kind of hot in the market. So our CEO, I mean, it's a small company, so our CEO used to come and ask us, okay, what are you doing today? So our team will say like, okay, we are doing table creation, normalization, table normalization. Then he'll come after 2 months. Then he'll ask, what is happening? What is happening on this app now? Then we'll say, okay, we are doing styling and we are designing it. Then maybe after again 2 months he's come and ask, then he'll, okay, we are start writing HTML code and JavaScript, those kind of things. So there was literally a big life cycle to create a website in those days. It is like to make a website, we will be taking multiple days, multiple months. So it was that difficult one way. Otherwise, it was like too much overrated options also while we are creating a website. Some days I remember like mm, the website which those days which we are seeing. Like it's like a Bangalore traffic. Everything will be there in one website, and, and I still remember like when Google uh, put their website first time. So we were thinking like, okay, the page loaded. Then we were thinking, okay, something is wrong. Still, the entire page is not loaded. Only Google has that only that single text boxes in between, so that which where we can do search in, even in the when the start also it's very very simple design. uh, so from there we moved a lot in website development, right? We had now moved to uh, website development, which can do in a month, in a week. Okay, there are a lot of no code platform came in. Before we have this power platform, pega, this kind of no code platform, there are a lot of platform came in picture. um, so today where we are is we are having uh, a platform where we can create whatever we took, like table creation, table normalization, styling, CSS, page creation, integration. These all things is can be tip of the, in our fingertips. We can do it very so quickly, in the sense, it's very fast track process. So for that process, what is Microsoft's solution? Microsoft is come with say that, okay, guys, if you wanted to do no code, low code functionality, we here is our platform called Power Platform. In that, you had multiple products. So we had any automation. If you want for your organization or for your customer, go for Power Automate, especially in workflow based actions. And if you wanted to do any apps internally, uh, go for your Power Apps, other than Canvas app, or model driven app, depends upon the need. Otherwise, see, if you wanted to expose your website to the external world, go for Power Pages. That's what their solution. And Power Pages was not the item which was, it was not like very recently released, such something like that. It has good history. Like it started from 2013, 14, like ADX Studio. From there, it's evolved into this today's world, like Power Pages. Now, um, Copilot. See, Power Pages itself is somewhat we can say it is a no code, low code platform. In fact, it's not fully no code, low code. We have a lot of opportunity to make it better and better with the pro code development. Uh, but uh, with this in AI changes, what's happening in overall market? What Microsoft did was, even for development in no code, low code also, they're saying that, see, I'm going to help you. If you want to develop a no code, low code functionality in Power Pages, I'm going to help you. That is where the Copilot come into picture. So in Copilot itself, Microsoft has multiple Copilot versions. You guys know that, like, we have security to related. If you want to manage any say security related stuff, you have security copilot. If you want to assure resources management, you have assure copilot. We have sales services, especially for CRM things, and we have sales service copilot. We have for developers, we have GitHub for copilot, and Power Platform, we have Power Platform copilot. So we had uh, multiple Copilot offerings from Microsoft. What we are going to discuss about in Power Pages, in Power Platform area, how Copilot is going to help us. Now, with that said, Power Pages, as I mentioned, so we are going to create a website for external members. So what I understand from the comments, like people are little, some of them are really working in Power Platform, some of them working in Copilot. So I'll take from the beginning. I'm assuming like, okay, I need to give some background about Power Pages also before we jumping into fully Copilot stuff. So as I mentioned, when we were doing web page creation earlier, we used to create table and design the entire entity relationship. Then we will make the styling and pages. Then we will go for the content editing. Then we will make different HTML files of related to that. Then server side, how we will manage that API calls. This is how totally that entire circle of website development. Then in same scenario, if we wanted to do all this activity in Power Pages or Power Platform has the same facility. We have option to create table, we have option to create forms, we have option to create views, we have option to create um, pages and content management. Everything is there. So uh, people who already marked say that I know Power Pages, they will be doing all this activity to create a web page in Power Page. So Power Page ultimately it's like a front end and back end kind of architecture, where we can say that front end will be mostly on any of React or Angular framework, and back end will be going to a web API kind of concept. That is actually for connecting how people are coming from other technology. This is how Power Pages is working behind the scenes. In the back end, it uses Dataverse as its major database and storage functionality. It's just not only for content, it's actually used for its overall metadata storage also. Okay, so in today's world, if you wanted to create a Power Pages website, it's very quick action. Whoever joined last session from Vargo, you come to know that it is very simply getting that account and start building a Power Page website. So if see same scenario in Copilot, if you wanted to do, so it's take at least 5-10 minutes. So because of that reason, that specific web page creation stuff I took already as a screenshot, and they want to share to you guys. Okay, this is how it's create this web pages. Once you create a trial instance or original instance, or if you have an environment for it, then you can come and create Power Pages. Usually uh, before we have this Copilot feature, we will be going with other options like start with template, start from blank, all those functionality. But once we have this Copilot feature, to Copilot you can say, hey, I want a website something like this, uh, maybe for an event management system, or I want to have a retailer school or a hospital. I want something to similar such website I want. That doesn't mean that Copilot will do end-to-end work for you, but it's a good start. uh, so for example, in a Friday I want to leave early and I'm getting a lot of work. Always I'm looking for some assistant to help me. Okay, how do I able to finish this work quickly? Similar way, if you wanted to create a website, it's a good starting point using Copilot. So it will give you an option. uh, Basically, if you ask for it, this is a kind of website which I'm looking for. If it is matched its existing template, it's more easy for us. If it is not matching, also it will ask some suggestion to us, and we can decide what type of website we wanted for it. So basically it's asking the website name. This is external name. So you can even map this with original. Suppose if you buy a domain name, like your own domain name, so you can buy any domain name and actually tag to this instead of utilizing this. The website name is a domain name which is provided by Power Pages. So you can tag it. Then you can design. You can pick some of the template which is available, or you can ask, okay, I'm not happy with this template, give me some other options. It will give all the options for you. So there are multiple choices. It's not like there is a predefined template and it's only showing that. It's not like that. It's actually utilizing the real AI power behind the scene, and it's generating that entire website functionality for us. So once we decide, we can decide what all pages is required in our website to match our initial need. Okay, further we can actually enhance it. So this is how we can easily create a website in Power Pages. I have created some pages, whatever I screenshot I took, right? Similar from that, we created some website, whatever you're seeing, like this. Okay, so it's like I didn't do anything specifically. Go to the Power Page environment, start asking my copilot create a website for me and given some kind of input which is more I'm looking for it. So it's generated a website. See, if I wanted to do the same thing uh, in Power Pages before, maybe before this copilot comes, I can still create from a template. I can create it from a blank, totally blank website. Then the pages which I wanted and the themes I wanted, the color I wanted, the sections I wanted, all those things has to be done manually as an action from us. So similar, this is in the no code low code platform, and if it is not available in earlier scenario like before this no code low code, we were doing everything from the scratch. If whether it's ASP.NET or MVC or any other approach we took, we are doing each and every actions from the scratch. So here it is helping, but of course for this help we are paying to Microsoft. We need to pay as a license cost, but the quick turnaround, that's what's happening, right? So, and once we generate this website, you to support the website all the functionality, or if you want to further enhance this functionality, Microsoft is given a design studio for us. So once we spin and power page web application, then you are getting a design studio where you can actually do a lot of no code low code activity. uh, of course, I want to clearly mention one thing. It's not really only no code low code. You have a lot of opportunity to enhance it. If you're a pro developer, definitely you have there's no limit what you can do on this website, right? So this is my website, and this is my studio. Whoever seeing first time, we have some navigation which is shows pages and all, and we can bring that pages into our application, and you have some tools here called styling data setup. Then you right side portion you have a copilot. So since I'm assume that I'm so new to this, I wanted to do some action on my website. So I'm going to get help of this copilot. So basically, I can ask anything. If it knows, it will answer me properly. That's how all the AI works, right? So in this case, I'm going to ask it. Okay, probably I need to create one page or two page for this website. Let me ask you. Okay, create. Maybe about page or FAQ page. Let's ask, okay, about page. So it's take a little bit time, but in fact, what's happening behind the scene is like to support this activity, uh, Power Page, Power Pages given a model-driven app also for. It's called Power Pages Management. This is the page where it stores metadata. Oh, no, it's not a page. This is the app which it stores its metadata and its data contents. So whatever you're seeing out as an external website, this full design and the functionality is working, and you can control from this app, from this model. It's actually model driven app. So here you will see how many website you are already spinned, and what all page templates are there, what all websites or pages are there, what all forms are using. There are a lot of, in fact, this is what as a developer in Power Pages, they need to learn how to handle these areas, how to tag all this connected to each other. But uh, assume that I don't know all these things. I want basically um, a help to start this development. That's why I'm going to my copilot asking me, oh, see, help me to create a web page. So what it did, was, okay, now you can see a page X is being added. Mm, this sharing screen is actually blocking. I believe you guys see a review copilot screen here. Yeah, all right. So you can say that, okay, maybe if you don't like this, you can kill this page, or maybe you can delete this page. Otherwise, you can ask, another page, something like that. So I'm planning to keep it. Okay, just keep it. So I have created a page, and now if I want to add this page into my web, what it do is all it's actually created a page for me with the basic some templates. So it's an about page which is created by Copilot, right? Now if I want to apply this page changes back to the application, I need to just click sync. So when we do this activity, I give some natural language instruction. I want to create a page internally. What really a Power Page developer or Power Page citizen developer who are doing, they, according to him, he is supposed to do create a website here and web files here, web pages here. This whole activity is being done with a single command using my Copilot. So it is Copilot is helping half of my work, half of it's doing my main portion of things, whatever I am supposed to do manually. So it's helping me to do that. And further from there, I can actually uh, enhance it. So now let's see whether this how this page look like when we are bringing it to the original output. So in our website, you can see that other than the main page earlier, what we had home page, some new event, now you can see one more page came called about us. So this much easy to include a new page. Of course, nobody might like the default about page. You might need to change as okay as I in my first company I used to say that okay we need to change this style template everything. I may take 1 month for this. So here, how do we do that changes in this case if we don't like the styles or I don't like this coloring combination and all? So yes, of course, if it is a Power Page developer, he will go here and he do some styling changes. Like he can do color combination. He has all the opportunity to change font, headers, and styles and all those things. Otherwise, in this case, how Copilot can help you. Even I am not familiar with this option. Let me get some styling from uh, Copilot itself. Change the theme. I'm asking Copilot, okay, can you change the theme of this? Of course, in this case, since it's already knows theme is one of the features provided as part of this preview, it's telling me, okay, here are the themes. You can select one. If you don't like it, you can again try again, and it will say that different themes. And no, moreover, you can see the preview immediately. So maybe if you don't want the other one, the play theme. So you can see the changes is happening according to the color which I'm selecting here, right? So once you are happy with the color and the coloring theme and options, then you can go ahead with that. Again, here also you are getting that advantages of no need to really worry about theme or the entire website themes. You can actually manage it yourself very quickly with the Copilot. The next thing is uh, I want to edit this content, right? These all are basically how, as a normal Power Page developer will do. Is it entirely a content management system? You can do content management as you went and go. So you can add sections. This is just a web page. So if you wanted to do some content management on this, you can add a different section. And inside section, you can add different components like text box if you want to, and have a button and do some action on it, and images, keep a video or forms. There are multiple options is provided to do the content management for you. Okay, now this is how as a developer. Otherwise, if I want to edit this page itself, so here I will do whatever I want to add a about page. So now let's assume that I am not so good at content management also. Usually for this case also, earlier we had a separate team, really, right? So give what content make users stay with our website. If I open a website page in, uh, so it's like how we can make a sell out of websites. Each website page is actually a marketing tool for you. If that websites give right information for the right person, and whenever they're really looking at that option, then it's a sale for us. So if you want to keep a tag, or you want to hook any member to that website, that content also has to be very very hooking in according to that. So uh, here, Copilot helping us in that side also. So here you can see a link for Copilot. So I'm asking it, uh, okay, write some content for me about page. See, so it done some kind of basic content for me. If you wanted to again ask for rewriting, so maybe you don't like the tone. Okay, I my site is something like so serious site, so I want to have a professional or excited or some other tone for this specific content. See, then you can change the tone of it. So the content again change it. So now same welcome about page, it's saying more in a professional way, say that our mission is to provide exceptional service to our client, all those blah 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 things. Then if you wanted to make it as a casual or friendly, you can see it is giving more different. So it's all our basic AI feature. But what is it doing is Microsoft did was it brought that features to our Power Page development, which actually accelerate our day-to-day work very quickly, right? So see, here is another tone, and you can decide, okay, how much length also required. I don't want like a big paragraph for about page. So I can tell how much length you really am looking for this page. Make it shorter, make it longer, all those kind of supportive things. Basically, even though I'm just mentioning this, this all self learning items. So if you want, once you start understand, so basic idea is these all features is available. If you know that, okay, I can do all these things, you can explore it next level. So my intention is very simple. Make yourself aware. All right, yeah, Copilot can be used in this manner. Uh, you can use your own creativity on top of this, right? So okay, now I'm replacing the text with the content which I'm having it. So it's that easy to set up a content for yourself. Now so far we are talking about content editing. Okay, so we are doing content like it's a static website, right? I'm talking about maybe a news website where we are directly providing content directly to that. Or maybe if I want to have a general website for my external members, just showcasing my product, or just marketing my product. So something like that, it's easily doable in this fashion. Now what about any transaction? Let's assume that so far, no. Let me ask you, put a comment if you like whatever you so far seen in Power Pages, whatever help is provided to you by Power Pages Copilot. Just put a comment, say that okay, it's helpful, right? So I can actually assure that you guys are with me. It's so awkward. I am not seeing you guys. What's so right? So if your comments are there, it will make me help. So, okay, I can go detail to this or further to next sections. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm going. You keep putting your comments. I'm going to the next session. Like now, we change. We create a website. Okay, let me sync and show the preview also. We create the website. We created the pages for it. We changed the theme of colors and all, and we changed the content. Now it's like a content management system or content management website. You can quickly spin out with these all features. I think we didn't talk more than 30 minutes now. So within 30, 40 minutes, you'll be able to do a quick content management system website, and you can deliver it very quickly if customer has this license, or if they are ready to buy this Power Pages license, right? Uh, as a next section, usually if you have uh, this content website, generally our next question is what I will do if I want to have any transaction. As an example, uh, let's assume this site is kind of supporting case. management also. As a customer, I can raise some incidents to this organization, say that, okay, I have a problem with this your product, I am looking for some replacement. I want to raise some cases, I want to raise or maybe I want to if it is a school admission and all, I want to register myself as a hospital, I want to go for an appointment. If it's take any other like retail, uh, you want to inquire for a product, this kind of transaction information if you want to do, ideally no, if we are talking about transaction, we need a storage. So we need, of course, we need a table to store that thing, and from that table, we need to bring the data when we are pushing data from as a external user. If I am filling some information, it has to go to the database. This all is a general feature of any website development, right? So here also the same thing happening. When you wanted to have a table creation and adding list of columns to the table, and after that, that table data or that table layout I need to bring into here as a page. Then I need to provide a CRUD operation for that page. If I want to do all this action, still can we do it with Copilot? So if a normal Power Page developer without using Copilot, what he will do is he will go in the uh, uh, I mean this database area. Then okay, I think I didn't open database. So anyways, so we will go to the database. I mean database area. Then okay, yeah. So here, whoever already has some kind of background Power Platform, you can say this is database, and you have all the tables. Basically, it's not a SQL Server kind of concept you have, but it's actually Microsoft proprietary database. So you can create a table, and you can create columns, you can create views for it, you can create forms for it. All this actually easy to do from here. And once I do that, then these forms and views I can bring into Power Pages as a web page or a web template. There are a lot of features over there, but let's assume that as a normal functionality, if I have a database, I need to bring it to in the front end. For bringing that one, definitely we need to have an in the integration layer in between. So in this case, these all are things generally a Power Page developer will do if you wanted to do a transaction or a table to be placed in the in a page. But with Copilot, I can actually say that, all right, yeah, create a form for me. Okay, so in this case, but by the way, I am still playing around with the about page. So we can create another page also, since time constraint. I am going to use it here only. Create a form. So what it's going to do is it's going to ask me, okay, what type of form you wanted. So it's given me one more interface where I can design the form. Uh, in right side, what is asking me, what all field you need with some sample data and all. If you don't like this first name, last name, email, this is what it is asking me. So by the way, you have full opportunity to change that according to your need. For example, here it's giving some suggestion. If you don't want email field, move the email field up, down, or you want to remove the martial status, emeritus status field down, or your if you wanted to add extra field. For example, I want to add a date of birth here. I don't know, date of birth will be okay, add date of birth, DOB. So uh, it's could keep on adding all those fields for me. So ultimately, what is it doing is it's asking me list of fields for your table with sample, and it's defining what is the data type. All these things is doing on the fly, and ultimately I can do it through all with natural language. Once I do click OK, what with these all fields, okay, don't consider that data, all the first name, last name, these all are the fields. With these all fields, it's going to create a table in Dataverse. And what the it will, while it's creating with Copilot, it's always prepend with the Copilot table. So with that, it's going to create. And in this case, what I asked is create a form. It's not only creating a table, and it's actually connected the table to my Power Pages, whatever in the intermediate component required, all this has been already tagged to achieve the functionality. So I don't need to do all these things. I just asked me, I'm looking at a form having these kind of columns, listed it out to it, and it's actually doing all this work for me. So it's creating a database table. It will create a form. It will create a view for it. It will create a web page for it, and that web page is actually tagged to this Power Pages front end also, and it will be associated for the transactions. So these much things it will take care. Of course, from here, as a Power Page developer, I can enhance it for next level to make it more accurate to my requirement. So this is how a copilot is helping us. Is like half of my work, of course, it's doing it itself. Um One more thing, it's not like I once I create table I could not see. It's giving me option to edit also, so I am able to edit the form, adding it. So you see that there's a form came by default. So I have first name, last name, phone number, address, city, state, zip code. These all it's created its own. Of course, if when you guys are doing, you have an opportunity to change as per your need. Since it's just a demo, I just put whatever fields coming in, we just gone with that. So it's come with submit feature also. So if I sync these changes and go to my about page originally, and you can see that. Um, Changes over there. Along with that, whenever I am saving the data with by feeding that information, first name, last name, city, all those things, uh, when I feed it, it is again going back to my database and storing everything. So what's happening is here, uh, just imagine if you wanted to do this thing without Power Pages or without Copilot also. Copilot is giving additional layer, but uh, normally when we are doing it through any other languages, like from the scratch development, how much effort is required for us to do all this activity? Of course, it is again limited and constrained with the Power Pages framework. So it's not like uh, I can do stuff, but of course we need to remember it's a product. So uh, there will be some kind of constraints, some items which you need extra work more than sometimes more than the work which we are doing in normal scratch development. Such it's not like I'm working on this multiple years, so I can say that it's no. When I'm showing demo, of course everybody will show the demo or any training, even Microsoft also they said everything is very quick, but there are some constraint. Of course, that is what the reason. Uh, Everything it helping us to one level to next level, uh, but it's not like we need to stop our learning on that point. If you wanted to extend the level which you really wanted this website, some point of time we definitely need our pro code developer knowledge. All right, so the submit feature is there. As I mentioned, it will actually, once you submit, this is going to store this data into our Power Page, sorry, database table. So it's going to store everything over there. So we had data storage now and functionality to keep it, and we have a transaction management now. We can keep it a similar way. We can bring the data whatever we stored also. For example, now I created a case. Assume that then that I want when I coming back to this website, I want to see whatever case has been already added to the site or added which I registered or which I okay, sorry, which I raised to this application as per my login. So I want to bring all this data back. The same thing can be done. So it's ultimately you can create a website which the way you wanted, with including transaction and content management together. So half of the portion which we discussed how Copilot can utilize for the content management, then this portion we are talking about more how transactions we can handle it. So if you like the second portion, give a thumbs up in the comment. So we will go to next point. Now, whoever has attended the last session, you might notice there is an option for a bot also for the Power Apps. So if you wanted to have a bot in your app, so I already enabled a bot. This is again, you don't need to train this bot. Microsoft is already trained this bot such a way, train this model such a way that it will traverse to your website, not outside your website. And if you want to connect to outside, yes, that is also there's a possibility. But uh, at this moment, when we enable this bot, it will traverse to your entire website, and it's an assistant for your website, whoever is coming to your point. For example, in your website, assume that you have 50 pages, and as today's problem is when you go to any website, somebody has to navigate it. So how do I find out this information? You need to go from here to there. It's like, too much heavy work for us. See, I am spending time. I want to buy a product, then still I need to do all my research work. Where is this product? What is it? Information, and what is its rating? All these things I need to do so much research on your website, even though I am coming to your website to buy it. So it's not so. I mean, maybe it's actually became natural for us. We are doing it day to day, so that we don't. It's became convenient. But ultimately, what you guys are doing, like, if you want something, you are paying money, and if you want something, you need to get it early, as soon as possible. Not like I will search your entire website, find out what is it and all, what is which maximum suitable for me. So instead of that, now that's the one major use cases. Everybody start adding chatbot to your website. So in Power Pages also given us that feature. If you have been making a website in Power Pages, you have a choice. You can actually enable a chatbot. Once you enable chatbot, again, you don't need to make your bot to learn too much, and you don't need to put that effort. Okay, just enable it. It will learn from your website content. So if you asking here, you asking, okay, even my this website is very small, only three datas, I mean, three pages are there. So if you ask something like that, no, it actually traversing to this. By the way, if the bot is not giving proper information, it's not my problem, it's totally Microsoft responsibility. Okay, so Microsoft is supposed to train this properly. And so what I did is just enable it, that's all. So it's saying that you can get information about an event by visiting our website, all those things. It's taking me to that content place. Even, I can click on that link, it will take to that page also. So it's basically a helper to the people who is going through your website, right? So that's how another feature of bot. I mean, it's not a developer friendly functionality. This is basically for external external members, for their assistance. We can enable this. So enabling this bot is not that big work or action. It's very simple configuration. Go to your here, as I mentioned, like here multiple options are there. You can go to your setup, and you will see chatbot. You can just switch on it. By the way, you are the developer, that's where you are doing all this stuff for you. But ultimately, when you do this, rest is simple, like it immediately pop up that bot in your website. So that's all. You don't need to even train it. So now tomorrow you're adding 10 pages or 20 pages or 100 pages to your website according to the functionality of your website. Or this would keep learn it. So what all content you are putting on your website, everything will be learned by a bot, and this is start helping the people who is using your website. So it's not about you're putting lot of content on your application. You don't even worry about some pages if you're not showing it here. uh, Bot will read those things and direct your customer to that page without they knows, okay, how do I navigate to that specific pages. So that easy it is. Having said that, now next question is that all these things for the no code low code developers, like whoever is doing um, kind of where we are saying talking about citizen developers. Now what about a pro developer? See, I can say that, oh, okay, I don't like this alone, I want some kind of hands-on developers, according to my I, I don't know code, no code, I'm not that I want more. So In that scenario, do we have anything to help in the coding section also? Yes, we have. Uh, that is not limited to what in Power Pages, what you're seeing it. Um, right, okay. You might already heard about GitHub Copilot. So it's actually utilizing that functionality. It's Microsoft's always like that, right? It's use whatever product it has, it's connect try to connect everything together and bind it and start giving to the developer, so you can start utilizing it. So you can see here edit code. If you click edit code, in fact, it will open Visual Studio Code, even though Visual Studio Code is not installed on your machine. It's opening in the browser, so you have code on the browser, and it will download. Of course, first time when you guys are doing, there is some Power Platform add-on tools are there. Once that is enabled, it download entire website content code from the website which you seen. From there, it will download all the code for you to further enhance it. So you can see uh, here web pages. You have about us page, you have access denied page, home page, new event, page not found. These are the main major pages which we had in our website. And about us, just simply which we created. Then each page you had can see an HTML version of HTML. So this is what we were doing earlier days, 20 years back or 10 years back, right? 10, 15 years back, we are doing all. Now also we are doing when we are working with Angular, the React, all the frameworks. But what I'm trying to say that this is already built for you when you are doing content management in the front side using Studio. Uh, Whatever you did, and now it is up to you. If you wanted to edit yourself, you can do magics as per your knowledge, right? So now, how is Copilot is helping me? See, I don't like it, like to type every div, next div. I need to add another div here. I don't like all this, old fashion of coding. If somebody is helping me to do it, right? So yes, you have a feature, Power Platform Copilot feature here. It will give you similar thing what you wanted. So you can. It's already asking me okay, some help. Do you wanted to do a web API call? You want to do some JavaScript to field validation, or you want to do something? He's already asking me that code. Okay, you if you want, I can give you. That's offer before I start asking to anything, right? So what why this is required? See, when people who don't know Power Pages, I want to tell that what is the role of Pro developers is, if you want to do any changes on the developed screen, whatever you say, content management screen, if you want to do a client-side validation, you have to use jQuery. If you want to enhance that style, you need to go bootstrap, especially if you have an option to, you can extend the styling very well. Similarly, if you want to do call a web API, that means your data is stored in database. To database, if you want to do a web API call, you have to write JavaScript code to support it, along with so these all is the developer's job while we are doing extension of this website. So for that extension, for example, if I am asking, okay, email field is empty in the list, so I want a code to support that. I just click on it, so it is giving me of course, it's just like a chat GPT, how code gives similar way. You need to change the tags, IDs and all according to your need. So it's giving me jQuery code. If I entity list grid, that means the grid which we are showing in the website, if he has a children, and if he has this is basically, if you already know scripting JavaScript, if you understand, this is basically very simple background color change code. So, and if I want to put this code in my um, JS file somewhere, then I can go and push that code over there very simply. So only thing is now this is using that entity grid, since it's using class option, then okay, it's fine, this can use. Otherwise, somewhere you need to make sure that if you are using any ID or any reference, you have to change that one according to the need of your, or according to the development of your things. So this is, once you done, of course, you just sync it back, the functionality will come back here. So that's the main thing in the Copilot support ways what we had with Power Pages. But Power Pages is not stopped over there, as I mentioned. It is basically this is supporting for uh, AI generated till what I mentioned. Like we will go to a small recap of that. We created website, we created a web page, and we created a form, and this all using Copilot. We created do an AI generated content editing. We did code. We can do HTML code. We can do CSS, liquid, JavaScript, all those things. But it's not stopped there. There are more. So if you really wanted to go to next level of Power Pages, you need to learn all these functionalities too. But of course, we have a kind of we had a discussion like to just start for the Power Pages and with the Copilot, how do you can jump into the areas and what are the possibilities? That's my ultimate aim of this session. Of course, you guys can follow or maybe talk to me to understand further on it, how we can take it next level. With that said, um, I believe once we looking at the Power Pages, this kind whatever discussion points which you put, it's going to really helpful for you guys. Uh, and I'm
Yeah.
it's a time up, so I want to stop here saying that uh, do coding in Power Pages. This is one of the super duper functionality going to be in next 2-3 years. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
If you like, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, Sujit, we have some questions in the chat to just to see in the comment section. So we
Okay.
have some questions. Like I'm also displayed here. So what level of customization or adaptability does Copilot offer to accommodate various project requirements or design preferences?
Yes,
So
Copilot.
yeah.
Yes, Copilot, as I shown to you guys, uh, it can adapt. But first of all, these all features, whatever shown is preview features. It will get more mature of before the release. It's actually gone with the design preferences what it had today. Okay, and if anything more than that. Uh, it's not say that if since Copilot is not supporting me, I cannot do it. Okay, it can actually you can, as I mentioned, you can extend its design preference using your bootstrap, or you can use your norm. You can learn dry development, like you can reach till HTML editing itself. So that is a level of changes you can do it. Okay, what future development or enhancement can
Yeah.
users expect to build power in terms of further optimizing Power Page creation? Okay, so future developments. Okay, this itself is future. It's a preview, by the way, right? So we are going to get more and more on top of this. Microsoft, there's a LinkedIn Microsoft which is giving us what is their releases on every 3 months on Power Pages. So that is the best helpful, option for us to understand which all features really coming in the Power Pages areas. How does Copilot Power contribute to the empowering teams or individuals with varying levels of technical expertise contribute? Okay, ideally, so when you are developing any web pages, so we know that okay, these are the areas which we need to do, right? So the areas which we shown today can be done even without much pro development knowledge. I believe you guys agree with that. So if you're doing that thing, of course, you can actually separate your team into different level of experts. So who can do data like PCF kind of control kind of components. If you want to do that, will be go to especially for development areas, and any web API, all those kind of connectivity, everything is that it will go to that group of people. But Copilot supports take such a way that it's just an assistant for you to start and begin it, and then uh, and avoid the repetitive work. That's it.
And one more question: what is liquid?
Yeah. Okay, liquid. So in this case, we talked about transaction, we talked about web pages, we talked about static content. So how do you make a dynamic content management also? So if you wanted to do like a dynamic content management in web pages, Microsoft is given a proprietary language called Liquid. It's not Microsoft own proprietary language. It's supposed get it from other, but using that proprietary language, what you can do, you can create dynamic content in your page. For example, assume that you are reading data from your database, and instead of utilizing power pages feature and all, you want to customize the grid, you want to create a customized grid, or you want to create a custom page. It totally depends upon your need. You can actually design a liquid web template. In the liquid web template is nothing like you can put all your if else condition if you want, or if you want to do a loop, or if you want to write a program, I mean, program it logic and all, you can use that liquid template. Inside liquid template, for example, a for loop, a liquid template, if you're placing a div or grid, or sorry, if you're placing a table, or if you're putting a div, actually it loops through. So that is how the real developers work in Power Pages. Most of the out of the box features coming when we are going to when we are going to customer, they say that, oh yeah, I want something different, like my existing website. So we don't need to stop. Okay, the Power Pages is not supporting it. It's not like that. Power Pages can create a website from the scratch using liquid, also using javascript, also using html also. So you can utilize all this functionality. Liquid is nothing to create a template, or if you wanted to make a dynamic content in your website, you can start utilizing liquid. And it's not so difficult to learn. Only thing is the syntax is little different compared to normal what language we are doing. Yeah, any other questions?
Yeah. No, Sujit. So that's a wonderful session. Like, so you showed all the things, how to create the pages, how to create the website, how to create the GitHub Copilot and everything. So I enjoyed the session a lot. And yeah, so it's phenomenal. So 100 plus members are joined the LinkedIn, and yeah, few 20 plus members in the this one, and more other streamings as well. Yeah, so lots of people are enthusiastic with your particular event. Yeah, thank you so much, Sujit.
Thank you. Nice to have. I hope when we are seeing
Yeah,
some YouTube videos or something, in Power Pages, some of the things which we
mm,
discuss might pop up in our head. Okay, that will be, if it is pop up, that is actually I'm feeling so successful on that area. Thank you, Pradha, for your this opportunity. Thank everybody. You guys are so awesome. Be
yeah,
patient. 40 minutes. Be patient. 50 minutes. Be patient and listen to somebody. Great job. I could
yeah,
not do
yeah.
sometimes.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. And so today we have a few more sessions as well. And stay tuned. Okay, thank you so much. Bye. Bye, Sujit.
Bye. Thank you.
Yeah.